No, but being a Bills fan is like a sort of, that's like a religion. Being a Bills fan is a religion. You have to be indoctrinated into it. You cannot just get into it. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Ceremony process.
Bills are my second favorite team.
Hey, if we're doing that, if we're having a dick swing contest about how long we like the Bills, hey, when I was in 4th grade, what I wrote down on my Christmas list later? I wrote down Bills hoodie, and guess what? I got that fucking Bills hoodie.
Oh,
and it's too small now, and it's too small now, and I don't know where it is, but I had a Bills hoodie. I have pictures of myself, if you want to check the document. So I was back there repping it back when Fitzpatrick was still there. Okay, don't come at me.
Yeah, because he's done nothing in his life other than have one good year with Peyton Manning. And honestly, I feel like that's more indicative of Peyton Manning than really on Adam Gase. And he just parlayed that into 3 years with the Dolphins and now 2 years with the Jets. Like, he's a personal hero. Yeah. He's done no work and he's gotten all the credit for it.
One thing that I was thinking about this a lot today. I don't know why, but one thing that goes unnoticed with
Jimmy sexual. You're Jimmy sexual. Say it.
Yes, I am. 100%. No turning back on it.
But give him, Mark Davis, the mushroom piece of shit that took the Raiders away from me.
Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Muffed Podcast. My homies. My name is Boaz. As always, I'm joined by Aaron and Lemeter. Not switching up this time. What's up, guys?
Oh, hello. What's up, guys?
Oh, dude, we all got something new. I'm rocking. Checks out, dude. The Oakland, the City Edition. Stephanie, dude. Stephanie Curry.
I got my mic back. We're back to professionalism, everybody. Mic's here, plugged in, ready to go.
Slapped it. All right, and then Aaron, let's see. Aaron, what is this? I think you beat us. You beat us both.
This is the Rodrigo Blankenship signed helmet.
Wait, can I see a signature? Wait. That shit looks like a kindergartner. He just wrote it with a. He just wrote Rodrigo. Is it Rodrigo B? Dude.
I don't know. What does it say?
It just says Rodrigo B. It just says Rodrigo B.
It says Rodrigo B. Yeah. Got this.
Aaron, I'll tell you a story off the record regarding a signature.
A janky one, a really janky
one.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm not gonna say it on camera, but
I mean, I don't think there's a problem. I mean, you can make
no.
Okay.
All
right, that's fine. That's fine.
Next.
All right. Well, you don't have to make this awkward. All right, we got a big episode. We got a very important episode. Last one of the year. Yeah, it will be last one of the year. Actually, no. When it's up, it'll already be the first. So for us, we're still the last one of the year that we're recording. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Let's get into it. As usual, every week we like to start off our episodes with our highlights of the week. I don't know why I'm just doing this punching thing. The pointing thing really is what I'm doing. But Aaron, start us off. What's your highlight of the week?
Fuck, I thought I was going to burp. All right, well, my highlight of the week comes from the world of baseball. Whoa, is that a Marcus Semien signed bat? Whoa, am I flexing?
Man. Oakland A. Sorry.
Whoa.
Don't say that. Whoa, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Lemire. What the fuck?
Sorry, I couldn't pass that up, Aaron.
Aaron, we might need we might need a fucking meeting. We got to talk about this. Lemeter's been taking shots to the A's. To be calling himself an A's fan, I feel like he's taking a little too many shots. I mean, rumor has it he actually was at the Giants stadium and was actually, saying nice things about it and saying how the A's,
That's true.
Okay, the stadium is nice. The stadium is very nice. What can you say?
It is very nice.
Hey, Lemeter, please, you've said enough. You've said enough. We'll have to consider the evidence, bro. So we'll have to look through that and give out our verdict.
All right, well, my highlight of the week is the San Diego Padres are making some big trades right here. So, of course, I'm going to pour one out for all my Rays fans out there. They are suffering from cheap owner-itis, which is what the A's are suffering from right now. So, basically, the Rays just obviously fresh off a World Series loss to the Dodgers. But, that's okay. They made the World Series looking up. All of a sudden, they decided to trade their best pitcher, which was a rumor. I didn't think they're actually going to do it. They're trading their best pitcher because they don't want to sign him to a big contract. So, they trade him to the Padres, basically. So, Blake Snell has been traded from the Rays to the Padres.
I saw that on Bleacher Report.
Yeah. And then also, Yu Darvish has now been traded from the Cubs to the Padres, and also the Padres have signed this. I forget his name. Muffed Podcast. We don't.
The Padres are looking good. I know what's called. They have that one dude. What's it? Tatis. That everyone was talking about. He's really good.
Oh, he's my favorite player right now. He's my favorite player. I like his hair.
You fuck with Tatis?
Yeah.
And we got to put this in fucking evidence. More evidence of Lemeter getting his ace.
Yo, I'm a diehard 49er fan, and I like Josh Allen. I like Tatis and Machado.
Oh, everyone hates Machado, but I like Machado.
Oh, yeah.
I like Machado. I'm a Machado guy.
I don't know where I've heard
Manny Machado, let's go.
Yeah, people don't like him because he plays pretty dirty, but that's all right. It's fine. But anyways, that's besides the point. So the Padres have also signed a top Japanese prospect, I believe. See, I really should have researched this. But they signed some international top
Just go with
prospect.
it. Just go with
So,
it.
yeah,
Korean, Japanese.
yeah, they're going
we'll
with
go with it. Yeah.
They make the playoffs for the first time in 13 years. Gives me hope for the Kings, and then all of a sudden they're really building up right now. So good things coming for the Padres. Rays fans, I'm really sorry for you guys. Now also the Rays looking to trade Kevin Kiermaier. That's a rumor too, and he's probably their best defender. Very very disappointing. Rays fans, I've been there. I can't say I've been to a World Series in my lifetime, but hey, I know what it's like to trade all your good players away. So pour one out for you guys.
Hey, Aaron did say it's an international prospect for. So I'm gonna ignore that he said Korean or Japanese. So for all I care, it could be an Indian baseball player. So hey, let's go Padres.
Yeah. There's actually a movie.
Yeah,
there's actually a $1 million
arm.
Yeah, $1 million arm. Yeah,
I've watched that.
Yeah, it's the two prospects from India. They turn cricket. They're players into baseball players. Anyways,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta throw it a little bit higher up. Not at the ground, right?
I don't think they ever made the major leagues.
Oh,
they did. They played for the Pirates.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like Rudy. Like I heard Rudy, whatever. Like they ruined the whole story. Like Joe Montana, like ruined it. Where like it was like not that cool. Like Rudy was like a real player in Notre Dame, and like it just like the whole like Disney made the movie like sound way cooler than what it really was. Like it was just like he just made a tackle and like that was it. Like nobody gave a fuck. Like nobody cared him off the field or anything like that. But yeah. Lemire, what's your highlight of the week?
I actually forgot about. No, just kidding. I've got my Josh Allen jersey on. I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan, and my highlight of the week was
nasty.
Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen blessed us with back-to-back primetime gems this week, and that's it.
Yeah, no, Josh Allen had a good game. Yeah.
Hey, he did feed Diggs a lot. So you're welcome.
He did, yeah. I mean, I didn't need it. Like I was honestly, dude, I felt bad. I went by 55 points, and I didn't need that. Like I was fine with him getting like 7 or 8. Like I did not need fucking 40 points from Stephon Diggs. But I'm not complaining. Not complaining. Shout out to Devontae Adams, dude. Really carried that. I forgot who we have. The guy who Jordan Love should be replacing anytime now. But yeah, should be fun. My highlight of the week. Dubs are finally winning. Lemire was talking shit. You got to show off the jersey one more time.
They should tank. Tank.
Let's see. Look at the Oakland jersey. Oh, Oakland Warriors. Ooh.
Oakland Warriors. Okay, yeah. Golden State.
Yeah,
but, we started off a little rough. All the degenerate franchises started talking shit. Warriors are 0-2. We did just play the best two teams in the East, but people like to forget that. And then we're coming off 2 wins now, back to back. You don't have to think about it. Nobody mentioned that it was the 2 best teams in the East. Now we're not going to talk about how these might be the 2 worst teams. The Bulls and the Pistons. But 2 wins. I'm happy about it.
I didn't know you played the Celtics and the Sixers.
Crack take.
Yeah, those are definitely not. Yeah, no. I mean, the Nets are the Nets for sure. Okay, if you want to say the Bucks aren't, whatever.
The Grizzlies though. The Grizzlies beat the Nets.
But that's without
KD
Kyrie and KD. Neither Kyrie or KD played.
Oh, really? I just saw the end of the game, so I'll shut my mouth.
No, they look good. The Nets look good. That's a team right now that if you want to bank on, that could be. They're nice. I mean, honestly, I don't think they should trade for Harden anymore. Like I thought maybe they should get Harden. There's no point. They're good. They're good already. All right. Let's get into actually the episode. Let's a few of our segments. Last week we did no segments. Let's go back to a few segments.
Yeah, I like the no segments.
Well, we can't kill that. We can't do that every week. We'll do that every once in a while. Let's do a new segment. We've never done this before. Fire or not fire. We couldn't really come up with a more creative name for that, but we're just gonna stick with fire or not fire. I'm going to list off head coaches, and we're just going to talk about, if we were the GM, collectively the 3 of us, let's say, I don't know, one of us is the GM, one of us is, I don't know, the president,
the owner, and the other the GM.
The owner, or some. Yeah.
What if we're just all co-GMs? We just have
that's not a dynamic.
All right. Lemire's the janitor. He's kind of like he just listens in. He cleans out the draft room, so he hears the rumors. I will be the GM, and Aaron, you are the owner. There we go.
Wait, we could be like the Packers. We could be like the
no,
the whole town.
Please, I don't want to be so. I don't want to think about.
I can be the salary cap guy, man. Can
okay,
I
yeah. Lemire's our Parag.
There we
go. Can I be the Turk who just walks around telling players they get cut?
No, okay, you're gonna be like the friend of the franchise player, so that always comes into the locker room. Like they're like, yo, you can't be here, but the guy always just brings him into the locker room, and he's just like an asshole. He just walks around. He's like, yo, you're shit. Like, what the fuck was that game last night? Like that was fucking bad. And he's like a locker room cancer, but like no one can replace him as a franchise player's best friend. Yeah, that's you. Fire or not fire. Let's start off with a coach I know Lemire loves. This is one of Lemire's favorite head coaches in the NFL. Matt Nagy.
Fire.
Ooh.
All right, fired. Aaron, what do you think? Fired or not fired?
Not fired. Honestly, I think he's doing a good enough job. I mean, he's pulling the Bears back. Honestly, if they just beat the Green Bay frauds, Crackers next week, I think they
All
get
right, I think the janitor is.
I
I think the janitor wants to walk into the draft room. Yes.
Aaron,
Yes, Mr.
before
Janitor.
you make this decision, I'll give you a key piece of information right now.
He's gonna talk about Bill Lazor.
Matt Nagy a couple weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, before the Bears started winning and their offense started doing well, which Matt Nagy's an offensive head coach, gave play calling duties to Bill Lazor, and so Matt Nagy isn't calling plays. Matt Nagy's just there.
Well, let's just talk about this decision making. That's excellent decision making.
Chuck Pagano is probably pulling the strings back there. To be honest,
decision making.
Matt Nagy is a fraud.
All right, we heard your. We heard your
Lazor helped.
That's interesting. Actually,
Bill Lazor actually top NFL name. I'm gonna say that's a really nice name. That's a good name.
I do like.
No, it's no Jim Bob Cooter, but it's up there.
It isn't. It's no.
That is a classic.
Was he on the Jets?
Lions offensive coordinators.
No, not anymore.
Oh
no,
yeah, I think
now he's in the Jets. I think he's on the Jets.
Yeah, he was on the Jets with Gase. I think he got cut.
Yeah, he got fired because he was like shit. That was the guy like every year, like every Thanksgiving, you hear like, oh, this guy's gonna be a head coach anytime now, and he just never fucking happened.
Hey, no Bob Cooter slander, all right? I love.
No Matt Nagy slander leader. No Matt Nagy slander.
All right, Aaron, reassess your decision, please.
Yes, Aaron.
I didn't know that he gave up the play calling like that. That's actually a key piece of information. But if they make the playoffs, I don't think he gets fired. Is this just my personal preference? Or just
you come on, we're assuming roles. We're assuming these roles, and as the owner of the Chicago Bears, prestigious franchise.
Let's hear out the GM first. Let's hear out the GM first, so the owner can.
I can hear. Yeah, I can talk a little bit. I'm gonna say. I'm leaning on maybe keeping him just because I like him and Mitch. I like him and Mitch together just because they just hate each other. I think they hate each other. They hate each other, and it's hilarious for me. I think I would, as a fan, I'd like to see Matt Nagy stay with Mitch because they just hate each other. I think those are two guys who, if Matt Nagy at any point, like he went to Nick Foles, and then Nick Foles was just so bad. He's like, fuck, we have to go back to Mitch again. Like, god damn it, he hates Mitch, and I really like that dynamic. I think that's an excellent coach-player dynamic, and that's why I will be saying I would want Matt Nagy to stay. And I think he is. I think they've said that he probably is going to stay. Him and Mitch, frenemies till the day they die. They're they got to be friends, but they fucking hate each other's guts.
Should be fun.
Aaron.
You know what? I'm gonna. Lemina's bringing up. Lamina, you're bringing up some very good points here. But I just feel like if he gives up the play calling duties, like what's he doing really?
Well, let's just talk about one other thing. Let's talk. He was a former NFL Coach of the Year. Him and Anthony Lynn were 1 and 2.
You know what? I'd say keep him for another year. As long as he's not. I'd say keep him as long as he's not like 4 and 12. I think he'll stay.
I think I'll just put this caveat. I think if they make the playoffs, Bears make the playoffs, which is looking really hard now because the Rams are dealing with some shit. I think they keep him, and I think they already said that they're probably going to keep him. Like with the reports coming out that Matt Nagy's probably going to stay, which is going to be funny. I think as NFL fans, it's going to be funny. Let's go to the next one. I think this one will have a more.
Wait. I just want to say one more thing, Aaron.
You said everything. You don't like.
Not only Mitch Trubisky has been better, David Montgomery, a running back I've been high on for all this time, actually starts to look like a top 10 running back once Bill Lazor gets the offensive play calling. There is something definitely wrong, but I'm just a janitor, man.
Yeah, hey man, you're a janitor who listens to a lot of podcasts, preferably the Muffed Podcast. Big avid listener.
Only podcast I listen to.
Yeah, and that's where he gets his excellent.
I'm sure what's the scuttlebutt. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Hey, no, they're cool podcasts too.
All right,
they're a cool podcast.
Yo, what the fuck? The team owner just sold the team. The owner has just sold the team. All right, you've been elevated to team owner now. Aaron, you're back to janitor. Adam Gase. Adam Gase is the next one I have on the list. Adam Gase. That's a lead head coach. Peyton Manning, he had one of the best quarterback seasons you can honestly say in NFL history. Set the record for most touchdowns by a quarterback with Adam Gase as the offensive coordinator. I'm going to say fired. I mean, Adam Gase, we know what he is. I think it's been 2 years now. I think I would say 2 to 3 years is what you need to figure out what a guy is. I think maybe the first year is a little bit too soon. 2 years, I would say, is still kind of soon. I'd rather give him a third year, but we know what Adam Gase is. He is the tank master. And if the Jets want to turn something around, you got to get somebody new. I mean,
is Gase calling plays?
No,
have you seen that funny? No, have you seen the funniest thing where he's like, I don't call plays, and then they ask the offensive coordinator, and he's like, I don't call plays either. So they just keep swinging on back at each other. Like, it's like, who the fuck calls the plays? Like they ask the offensive coordinator, he's like, well, I'm not really sure. He calls the plays, and then Adam Gase's like, no, I don't call the plays. He calls the plays. Just back and forth. Nobody really knows. Honestly, Sam Darnold might be calling the plays. He could just walk in and be like, "All right, guys, we're running today."
No, they're not calling any ghost plays. So
Hey, that's fucked up, man. He was seeing some ghosts.
Wow.
The black cat was there. You know, there's some spooky shit that goes on in the Meadowlands. I said I'm going with fired. Aaron, yeah, you go ahead.
All right, so, as I've been recently demoted to janitor, I'd say fire him. I mean, what else can you say? They should have known as soon as they like hired him, and then his press conference, he's doing this, he's doing like that, just looking all over the place, speaking like high off coke, just like.
Hey,
Come on,
he got a little fucked up. He got a little fucked up the night before.
I mean, to be fair to Adam Gase, I mean, obviously he's a really bad coach. Everyone knows that. He should be fired. But he went 7-9 last year. People forget that. I'm just throwing that out there. Give him some credit.
To be fair to Adam Gase, he's honestly personally one of my heroes. He is a guy who's literally done nothing in his life, and he's had like a high position job. Like he like I think NFL executives think he's like or like at least owners thinks he like he can actually do something because he's done nothing in his life other than have one good year with Peyton Manning. And honestly, I feel like that's more indicative of Peyton Manning than really on Adam Gase. And he just parlayed that into 3 years with the Dolphins and now 2 years with the Jets. Like he's a personal hero. Yeah. He's done no work and he's gotten all the credit for it. So yeah, Lemeter.
Okay, a couple points.
As the owner of the team now,
a couple points I would like to consider. Adam Gase has been to the playoffs with the Miami Dolphins.
Yes,
1.
That's true.
Adam Gase was 7-9 last year. 2. Thirdly, the media gives Sam Darnold a pass that Sam Darnold doesn't have any running backs. Sam Darnold doesn't have any receivers. Sam Darnold doesn't have an offensive line. Some people even say Sam Darnold sucks. Honestly, maybe. But we had Vish Kumaran a while ago, and he made this point. If Sam Darnold gets that pass, why does Adam Gase not get it?
Well, we saw it in Miami, and he wasn't good.
Miami, he went to the playoffs
one time, and then he wasn't good afterwards.
But now let's look at the cons. Adam Gase hates the players. Adam Gase does coke. Adam Gase can't even tank properly. Adam Gase ruined Ryan Tannehill, and which he unruined afterwards. But Adam Gase sucks.
Did he just admit that Ryan Tannehill's good? Anyways, yeah.
I think we got it out. I think that's as close as we can get to. Yeah, I was saying that this one's probably going to be more unanimous. Adam Gase fired. We still Muffed Podcast. We still dragged it out way too long. Zach Taylor. This is a guy. I've had some hot takes. I don't know if I've said this on a podcast, but I've thought about this guy for a while.
Twitter.
And I was saying before. I've said, yeah, Lemire and I have talked about this on Twitter for sure. I think he should be fired. I'm just going to say it right now. It's just this offense is not very fun to watch. They beat the Texans, and I think that's just more indicative of just the Texans giving up rather than the Bengals.
Allen balling.
Yeah.
Like he was.
Zach Taylor, let's just talk about this. Like he was a quarterback's coach for the Rams, and he just got hired as a head coach. Like I just feel like that's where it went a little overboard, where just teams were just trying to find a new Kyle Shanahan, the next Sean McVay. This is a little overboard. Like the Zach Taylor and Cliff Kingsbury, the two signings that I would say like where people try too hard to find their offensive guru. I think you have a really good quarterback. I think you're a franchise that's been known, notoriously known for being cheap and not caring for the players, not being player friendly, being very stingy. You got to make a move now. You have your franchise quarterback, I believe, with Joe Burrow, and franchise linebacker in your perspective. You have receivers. T. Higgins has been really good. You got receivers. You got the running back Joe Mixon once he comes back healthy. He's a really good running back as well. You got to build up the offensive line a little bit, and the defense. You can build that up too. This team isn't bad. Like this isn't a horrible team. I think Zach Taylor is kind of holding it back. I think you could definitely find a head coach. I would even say Robert Saleh might be like a good head coach for that team, but I don't think he's going to go there. But I just Zach Taylor, there's something about his offense. It just doesn't wow me. And I think with a player like Joe Burrow, you can do so many good things. Like we saw what Joe Brady did with him at LSU. Joe Brady, that's a guy who had won as a head coach for the Cincinnati Bengals. Fired. Aaron, go ahead.
Ooh. All right. Well, I don't know what you were talking about earlier. Like you kept trying to say this player's name. I couldn't really hear it, and it just kept cutting out in the audio. But
the linebacker. I was talking about that Ohio State linebacker, the first round linebacker.
What were you talking about? The Bengals didn't pick number 1 overall. That's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make is, yes. I think that they should fire him too. Honestly, normally I'd like to give head coaches like a longer time. I'm pretty patient, but I just feel like they need to find a better fit for for their quarterback. Ryan Finley. He's going to come off a torn ACL. And
he's talking about Joe Burrow. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. I just got to put that out there for everybody who's watching. It's an inside joke. Continue, Aaron. Go ahead. Ryan Finley.
do I have to end this now? Do I just say
no? I'm going to say, Aaron,
I think it's time, Aaron. Okay. I personally think it's time.
You think it's time?
Yeah.
I think we can give it a few. I think fire or not fire.
Okay, and a regular season.
I'm going to say
you
not
have
fire.
one more week.
Yes, we're going to extend you
All
for
right,
a little bit.
Okay, I'm running this into the ground then. Yeah, so they need to find a matchup, for the GOAT Ryan Finley, who's coming off a torn ACL now. And I just feel like, for someone who has like Finley, someone who had such an illustrious career at LSU, honestly, they need to match something up for him. So I just feel like, Zach Taylor, I just feel like, I don't know, him and Burrow, Burrow looked really good at times, but I just feel like they need to like get a little more creative with the offense. And
he killed Burrow.
honestly,
he killed him. I mean, I don't understand. Like,
well, that's because their O-line killed Burrow. They had no O-line.
Make plays to try to go get around that. But
that's a good point. Maybe. Yeah. But anyways,
right.
I think they should fire him. Get some a little more creative.
Lemeter, our team owner, Lemeter, what do you think about this?
No, fire. Because Zach Taylor, Boaz and I were arguing with this one guy on Twitter. He says Kyle Shanahan was just as bad. I see the situation being equivalent. Shanahan's offense actually produced stuff. Shanahan did not have the number 1 overall pick. Shanahan did not have an elite running back. He had Carlos Hyde.
Receivers Shanahan too. Let's just talk about T. Higgins,
Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Auden Tate.
AJ
John
Green's
Ross
not a bum
wasn't
either.
even
AJ
bad.
Green's not even a bum.
Green,
yeah.
They have like 3 tight ends who've done stuff. O-line is meh, but it's not the worst. Like they got Jonah Williams. They have Billy Price. Is Jonah Williams out for the year? I think that was last year.
He is playing. No, he got injured again. He got injured again this year again. Well, not for the season, but he played I think a few games and got injured again.
Hey, get healthy, Jonah. We love you. But yeah, no. The dude, offense sucks on that team. Like, I don't even know why he was hired.
He's the quarterback's coach. I think if you're the janitor, if you're the Rams janitor, you've just been around Sean McVay, like you just like in his presence for a little bit, you might get a head coaching nod. Like
Aaron, if we go to the Rams, you might be in business, buddy.
All right, let's go to the next one. This one, I feel like I want to give a little bit of a hot take. John Gruden. So John Gruden, I feel like people give him a lot of a pass just because he's like, he's a guy who in the media people like a lot. There's a guy, a personality who people like in the NFL. But to be honest, the Raiders have choked 2 years in a row now. They've looked good. They picked up momentum last year at the same time where they got really close to making the playoffs and they choked in the end, didn't make it. And the same thing this year. I mean, they beat the Chiefs, then all of a sudden they have this momentum, and they lose to the Chiefs, and everyone's like, "Oh man, that was still like they lost, but they still look really good." I'm not gonna say they're fired, but I think he's on the hot seat. I'm gonna add is gonna be fired, hot seat, not fired. I'm adding a hot seat. I think there's he's got to be looked at because if one more year of choking at the end of the season, I think you may be looking at firing him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to agree with you, Buzz. I'm going to put him on the hot seat, too. I don't think they fire him just yet because, that defense is atrocious. You can't really make up for that. So maybe if they get him some more pieces there and then he still has similar results, I'd say fire him. But the thing is, I still remember when this first happened, when they announced John Gruden was getting a 10-year contract. That was like so stupid. So I don't think he's going just because Mark Davis gave him, Mark Davis, the mushroom piece of shit that took the Raiders away from me. I don't think he really likes Gruden, so I don't think he's going to fire him, especially that 10-year deal. But give Gruden a couple more years of choking and not making the playoffs, I'd say he's gone. Maybe even just next year if they don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, their offense is talented. They got the pieces. Like Darren Waller's there. They got receivers. Nelson Aguilar's had really a career resurgence there. Like that's crazy. Yeah. That's a crazy story.
There's pros and cons for him. But I just feel like the results just not there.
I'm with you. All right, Lemeter, what do you think?
I was doing research on my phone, and I think he should be fired.
Oh, let's hear it out. I'm interested.
He has a good offense. He has one of the best running backs in the league. The offensive line is not too shabby.
It's one of the best offensive lines in
top 10. Receivers are pretty good. He's failed to use Henry Ruggs as any sort of asset. He can't even use him to blow the clear out. At least use him to clear out if you're not gonna run routes with him and throw to him. His red zone play calling has been bad. He previously scapegoated Paul Guenther, which Paul Guenther was a bad defensive coordinator, but the team clearly doesn't play for Gruden. They lost to the Chargers when they were in the middle of a playoff hunt, when they had the ball on the 3.
Lost to the Falcons too.
Lost to the
back-to-back. Yeah,
they got blown out by the Falcons. I don't know what Gruden's doing down there. I like him; he's entertaining, but come on, if I'm Mark Davis, which I'm glad I'm not because I love Oakland, man, get him out of here.
Dude, Mark Davis is sitting at his
everybody.
PF Chang's right now listening to this podcast and be like, what the fuck, guys? That's fucking bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. Did you hear Gruden? He was saying that if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's going to give back all that money, right? He said $100 million. He's giving it all back if he doesn't win a Super Bowl.
Keep him then. Keep him. I changed my mind. Keep him.
I mean, yeah, I don't know who he's giving it back to. Maybe like a charity or something. Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna be difficult to upgrade on Gruden because he's not a bad coach. Like he's not Matt Nagy. He's not a fraud. Like what he's doing is good, but like I think he just lost the locker room a little. I might give him another head coaching gig. I just think he's lost the locker room a little.
I want to talk about one thing that winning a Super Bowl, how much it changes the perception of just a lot of things. Like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are possibly like one of the worst franchises in NFL history. Like they have the worst stretch of games, and like they might be worse than the Browns if you really look at it. But they just won one Super Bowl, and like nobody thinks about it like that. They have the longest playoff drought right now. That they made the playoffs. I think it's like 17 years or some shit. Like, not making the playoffs. It's just, I mean, it's very similar to. No, I mean that's true, but the thing that people don't compare them to, like they should be very similar. They've both been very shitty franchises, but the fact of the matter that they won that one Super Bowl, that changes everything for the Buccaneers, and I think it changes everything for John Gruden. If John Gruden didn't win that Super Bowl, I think we'd maybe be looking at him a lot differently. Like we might be just looking at him as the Monday Night Football guy, and not as I mean. Exactly. Yeah, Jeff Fisher, I think, is the guy. Yeah, if he won that Super Bowl, literally one more yard.
He lost.
He did. Yeah, he was on the 1 yard line. With Tennessee. Yeah, if he just one more yard, he could honestly be a guy exactly like John Gruden in the same situation where guys just he keeps getting opportunities for that.
No, I think Gruden is a better coach though. Gruden,
I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but it's just you're seeing that he's getting these like passes and like the perception of him is very different than other head coaches just because he's got that one Super Bowl. It just changed everything.
Yeah.
And also the team he was playing against was running his own plays too. So that
is true. Yeah. that's a very funny story. Yeah. All right. Next one, dude, the Godfather himself, Vic Fangio in Denver. Ooh. So Denver's already said, John always said that he's going to stay for one more year, but just like Matt Nagy, we'll still talk about it.
I'd like to go first here.
Go ahead, Lemita. Yeah.
Absolutely keep Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio has had the second worst after Kyle Shanahan injury luck in the past 2 years. That team, Cortland Sutton's been out. Bradley Chubb was out for the year. Von Miller was out for the year. Drew Lock has been atrocious, and that's all John Elway. That's not even Vic Fangio. Get him a
the offense. I'm going to blame it on. It's first Pat Shurmur this year, and then last year was fucking Rich Scangarello. He was
offense isn't even bad if you get a competent quarterback. Yeah. That offense has pieces, and you could see what they're trying to do. The quarterback play has been atrocious on that team. The defense has been very good.
This is bullshit, bro. This is fucking bullshit.
Defense has been very good.
I think he's gonna be up there in the division with Mahomes in a couple years.
I think so too.
Oh, I do remember that. Thank you, Aaron. anyways, yeah. So I think Fangio deserves where he's at. I think Fangio's done a good job, and I think Vic Fangio should stay. And I think Denver could make serious playoff noise next year.
I'm gonna go off something completely different. I think he should be fired. I think he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. I think that is undeniable. That like if he right now has become available, he'll be swept up in seconds. Like he's gonna get pretty much every team will be asking him. Doesn't matter if you have a defensive coordinator or not. They're gonna be asking him, hey, do you want to come?
Not back? The 49ers.
Robert Saleh's probably leaving, so I think the 49ers would be looking into that.
No, not Robert Saleh.
I love Rob.
He's going to become a head coach, so that's decent.
Hey, congrats to Rob. I still love you.
Yeah, I mean, I hope him all the success. I think Jaguars could be a cool fit. Him and Trevor Lawrence could be kind of cool. But I
want to see him go to Detroit and get the Tigers a Super Bowl. Anyways, keep going. the Lions. Sorry, I was thinking.
The Lions aren't getting sued. No, I don't want him to go to. That's one team I don't want him to. That team is cursed. The Detroit is cursed. I'm just gonna, don't go there. Stay away from.
I want to see a Lions Browns Super Bowl, boys. I want to see that before I die.
I do too, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. No, I'm going off of just the Broncos have. I think you can totally blame John Elway. Let me just think that he's looking at John Elway that he's bad. I think there's a lot of Broncos fans have even been like John Elway's bad. We saw what's his name. I'm blanking on who their old head coach was, who's now in the Arizona Cardinals defense coordinator. He's really good.
Vance Joseph.
Yeah, Vance Joseph. He's actually we'll talk about the Arizona Cardinals a little bit later, but he's actually he's a guy who's he was a head coach, not very good as a head coach, really good defense coordinator.
Now,
I think Vic Fangio is very similar. He just doesn't seem to rally the players as well as you see other, like Robert Saleh. You see that the players build around him. Wait, let me finish this. Let me see. I just see that players don't exactly. You don't see them playing their hearts out for him. Like even Adam Gase a little bit right now. You kind of see players being like, "Oh, we don't want to be talked about as 0-16. We don't want to be talked about as we're tanking." You see them kind of trying a little bit. The Broncos have talent. Amir's right. They have talent on offense. They have talent on defense. I think he's just a coordinator. He's one of those guys that will be a really amazing coordinator, just not a guy who's necessarily. I think Josh McDaniels falls in the same category. He's a guy who's an amazing coordinator, not really that good of a head coach. Both ironically played for Denver or head coach for Denver. Go ahead, Lemire.
Real quick, I disagree with that point. I think the players do fight for Fangio. Denver has looked a competitive team over the past weeks. Didn't they win this week? Oh no,
Yeah,
they lost.
No, they lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Chargers.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking
about. Chargers should have been
the Chargers are the biggest choke job.
Anthony Lynn.
We'll talk about him. That's coming up as well. That's coming up as well.
But I think Fangio does motivate his team. The team has been close to wins this year. They've played Kansas City close. They've played Chargers close. They've played everybody.
They have not. They just don't look. I mean, they have the talent. Like we're talking about this. They have talent there. It's not like this is a bad team. Like this team, I think with like a good coach could be actually like upper echelon of a team right now. But this is a team that's not there at all. I think it's partially on the coaching. I think it's partially on John Elway as well. But I think Vic Fangio, I'm just sticking by that take that he's a coordinator. He's an amazing coordinator, one of the best, if not the best defense coordinator in the league. Just not a head coach. Aaron, finish us off for Vic Fangio.
Well, sorry to do this to you, Buzz. You know, I'm gonna agree with Lemire here.
No, that's fine.
It's
not like
I know.
I'm personally hurt that you.
No. I know you love your boy Drew Lock. You know, I
do.
I know you love him. So
he doesn't love me back.
I think they should keep him for one more year, just see what this team can look like healthy. And then, I mean, if they're still having the same results healthy, then I agree that you should fire him. But I just feel like he needs another chance. And you know, Drew Lock, has not looked great, so they need to find an answer there at quarterback. And like Lemire said, they had all the injuries. So what I'm trying to say is basically, I agree with Lemire.
I think it sounds like you're more like on the hot. He's a little bit on the hot seat, but he's not like you're not on fire.
Yeah.
But he's starting to simmer. The seat is you preheated the oven or you preheated the seat. It's starting to get a little warm.
We just need to see what he can do with like a team with like all the pieces together.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's get into the next one. Cliff Kingsbury. I kind of we already talked about him a little bit. I'll start off. I think it's just weird because Cliff Kingsbury is a guy. He comes from where the Big 10, I think, or Big 12. Where either regardless, both conferences are not known for their defense. They're offensive teams. And the Arizona Cardinals, if you're going to ask me what they're good at, it's defense. They have, you have Kyler Murray, you have Kenyon Drake, who's pretty good as well. You have, one of the best receivers, DeAndre Hopkins, and the highlight of the team is the defense. And I really can't name an elite player in that defense other than Buda Baker. Chandler Jones. There we go. 2.
Hassan Reddick.
Right.
And Chandler Jones has been out for the year.
Oh, you're right. So it's not even Hassan Reddick has just been good this year. It's not that he's like an elite player that I would name before. He just had a really good season. But yeah, I think Vance Joseph, credit to him. He's been really good with the defense. I don't see. Just Arizona Cardinals offense is unwatchable. They're just so boring to watch. It's like it's backyard football, but it's not the Chiefs' backyard football. It's just chaos. He's just like, all right, Kyler, run around in the pocket, see if someone's open, throw it to him, fucking, I don't know, just get out of here. They just lost to CJ Beathard. I don't think there's anything else to say.
Oh man, this one's tough because everyone was talking. As much as I'm a Niner fan, but like I haven't really followed the Cardinals like super closely. That's obviously Kyler Murray. I follow him a lot, but like Kyler Murray wasn't looking that great at the start of the year, and then I was just like, oh boys, what about your boy Kyler? And you're like, oh, shut up. But then I realized. Then I realized why. It's because people were talking up Cliff Kingsbury. I didn't even care to like look up like anything about him. I was like, oh yeah, he's a good coach. I assume so. The Cardinals are doing all right. They're doing better. But yeah, you're right. The offense is exactly. I agree with your description 100%. It's just chaotic backyard football. Do they fire him because they're like a fringe playoff team? I don't know. Maybe this one's kind of tough. I'm gonna put him on a hot seat. I say one more year. If it just all goes to shit, get rid of him.
Okay.
But
I can see that. Yeah. All right, Lemire.
Take him out. Fire.
Take him out. Kill him. Fire him. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Take him out.
No, he's a cool guy. He has a really nice house. I really hope he doesn't lose it.
Nice house.
I hope he still lives there.
He was gonna be in USC. He's gonna be living in the ghettos of LA. So Arizona probably is an upgrade over that. But yeah.
He has no tactics. No. He's like, Kyler, go do your thing. D-Hop, run route, whatever you want.
He's like Kyle Shanahan at home. He's Kyle Shanahan at home.
Good.
When you ask me, Mom, can I get Kyle Shanahan? We got Kyle Shanahan at home. That's Kyle Shanahan at home. That's Cliff Kingsbury. He kind of looks like it. He's got the gelled up hair. He's got the Sean McVay gelled up hair, but that's about it. That's where the comparison ends.
Fraud. Yeah. I was wrong. I was a big Kingsbury guy. I was wrong. Absolutely.
It's just. It's weird that they hired him.
Lemire say that. That's tough. That's tough. That's really.
I was also
really
wrong about Tannehill.
Oh,
What?
but he hasn't said he's good yet. No, he hasn't said he's good.
He
yet.
is very good. Tannehill is very good. He's elite.
Whoa. Lemeter Curse is gonna be bad now. He's gonna be bad now. I feel like
He's gonna be bad. Yeah,
God
he's
damn
trash. It's done.
All right, let's
It's
go to
over
the
for
next
him.
one. Mike McCarthy for the Cowboys. I'll say this: Mike McCarthy when he smashes watermelons, elite head coach. That's a coach I would give. That's a Hall of Fame head coach right there. Mike McCarthy when he smashes watermelons, 2-0, undefeated, elite head coach right there. But when he's just a regular head coach, Lemeter, you want to start us off? You've been going last usually. Start us off, Mike McCarthy.
I'm gonna keep with the trend. Fire. Again, a
Man,
coach who
cold-blooded.
didn't
Everyone's
deserve
getting
the
this.
job at all. I don't even know why he got the
He studied
job.
PFF. He got a PFF subscription. Which you said he lied about. He said
he's
he
a
didn't actually
decent.
do it.
Yeah, he's a decent people motivator, but he's got no defense. His defense is atrocious. Is he an offensive coach or the offensive coach? I
believe he's an offensive coach. I believe so.
Yeah, but oh my God, man, they're so hot and cold. That Dallas team, with the amount of talent they have on offense, with Andy Dalton, should be putting up 30 on a weekly basis. If they could put up 40 with Dak, they should be putting up 30 with Andy. Andy Dalton's not that bad.
Red Rifle, big guy.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'd say I don't think he should have ever gotten the job. So that might be swaying my decision here. But I think they need another coach. Preferably Lincoln Riley would be decent.
I don't think he's leaving. Oklahoma loves him, dude.
They should honestly look into Robert Saleh. That would be a perfect fit.
Ooh, I don't want to see him go to the cowgirls. I mean, boys, that's sexist. I'm sorry. My apologies. Don't cancel me.
Wait. It's the cow persons. We don't.
Cow person. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Cow
gender
shits.
neutral. Yeah. That's no. We're going gender neutral.
Slapper.
Cow person. I'm gonna go hot seat. I'll put him on the hot seat, but this is a high heat hot seat. Like this is, I took the oven, cranked it all the way up to high. It's hot. It's hot. His ass is rare to medium rare right now. It's that hot right now. Yeah, I'm with Lemeter. He hasn't done anything really that special. The Cowboys' offense looked kind of good in the first few weeks, but they were still losing games. Not like they were winning it. It was just putting up stats and stuff. But I'll stay with Watermelon, Mike McCarthy, elite Hall of Fame head coach. Honestly, Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick, Watermelon smashing Mike McCarthy. That's my my top 3 head coaches of all time. Bill Walsh. There we go. 3 Bills, and then Watermelon smashing Mike McCarthy. Go ahead, Aaron.
All right, I think this might be a hot take, but I think Mike McCarthy is suffering from Adam Gase syndrome. He might be, or maybe / John Gruden syndrome is more accurate here, because he has the 1 Super Bowl win. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Aaron Rodgers I think carried him to that Super Bowl win.
Yeah, that's the Gase syndrome, right? All there.
I think so. So I think he might be suffering from Adam Gase syndrome.
Wait, who's that guy? Is that the guy that Jordan Love is going to replace soon? Wait, who?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that's who it is. I got you.
But yeah, anyways, enough about that. But I feel like he's getting the chances. I mean, this whole time I've been, talking about, got to be patient, just give him a couple of years to figure it out. But I feel like with Mike McCarthy, we've seen what he can do. Honestly, I just think they need to get rid of him. I mean, Zeke has just disappeared. I mean, to be fair, the fumbling's on Mike McCarthy, but I mean, Zeke is just nowhere to be found. So I feel like with that offense, like Lemeter said, they should be better with Andy Dalton, especially, and all the talent they have. They need someone else. I mean, I know it's only been 1 year, but I don't think he's a good fit for that team.
Can we talk about one other thing that all of a sudden I'm hearing that Marvin Lewis is getting interviewed by teams? Like Marvin Lewis, I feel like if you're hiring him, that's you're putting yourself in the same situation as Mike McCarthy. You're just going to the past. Like these are guys that we just remember from 5 years ago. But is he really going to be doing all that good?
Hey, Marvin Lewis got the Bengals to the playoffs again and again.
Every year.
I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did, but he did it.
I mean, he had some good talent. There's some talent in that offense. AJ Green was actually pretty fucking good back then. Andy Dalton was, kind of elite. Red Rifle. All right, let's go to our last coach. Man, this took a while. Doug Peterson. And I want to leave off with kind of a banger. Doug Peterson. Do you fault him for Carson Wentz? Do you fire him maybe? Lemeter, you seem like you have a take about that. So let's start off with Aaron. Aaron, start us off.
This is one I haven't even really given any thought to.
This is the most interesting one. I wanted to end with this one. Yeah, I wanted to end with this one.
Yeah, this is the one. They're coming off the Super Bowl win with Nick Foles, but I was just talking about Adam Gase syndrome and all that. But I don't know, Nick Foles, really, I don't think that's the same. This is tough because, oh man, I don't even know if it's on. That's so tough. This is really tough. I'd say it's hot seat for him. I'd say it's definitely hot seat. I don't know if it's straight up fire him yet. I mean, Wentz took a huge step back, like Wentz did took a ginormous step back, and they're kind of fucked because no matter what happens to them, they still have to pay him like $50 million. So like, ugh, totally rough. I'd say
Is
hot
that
seat
on him?
because
Would you say that's on him,
he
or is that
got the
on just on
Eagles
the
to the
GM?
Super
Is
Bowl,
that on Howie?
and
Howie Roseman?
he made the Eagles team good, but I don't know what happened. I mean, the Eagles, their talent's kind of dispersed. It's
Okay.
definitely hot seat. That's tough. That's really tough. I'm going hot seat.
I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna stick with hot seat as well. But I think what's called one of the things that's making me what's gonna happen next year is really gonna dictate everything because I think the pressure is all on Doug Peterson. It's all Howie Roseman as well, but I think Doug Peterson's got a lot of pressure on him because he's got to make a decision. Is he trading away Carson Wentz and biting the bullet, whatever, taking the $50 million hit as Aaron mentioned, or is he gonna bring him back and maybe he can bring some, if Carson Wentz can bring some juice back. I don't know if he's gonna do that, but really that decision is what's gonna dictate everything. Because if they stick with Jalen Hurts next year and Carson Wentz gets booted and Carson Wentz looks good in another team and Jalen Hurts starts to struggle, Doug Peterson's gone 1,000%. Really, the only ideal situation is Doug Peterson's job is really laying on the shoulders of Jalen Hurts. That's what I'm going to say. I think it's very hot. I think if Mike McCarthy's is preheated his ass, it was at rare to medium rare. I mean, I think Doug Peterson's is well done. It's very fucking hot, and I think Jalen Hurts is really the only one who can save him, pull him out of this hole. Let me finish this off.
I'm gonna say this. I think Doug Peterson did ruin Carson Wentz. Doug Peterson never adjusted his offense to Carson Wentz. I think Doug Peterson is the reason why Carson Wentz transitioned into playing hero ball. Because first of all, I do not fault Peterson for the deficiencies of his offensive coordinator or general manager. He's given him 0 pieces except Carson Wentz and maybe Zach Ertz and Goddard, right? But
Miles Sanders, yeah.
If you look at the play calling, it's horrible. What are you doing, Doug? Like the red zone play calling, Carson Wentz isn't an option quarterback that's going to get you 50 yards on the bounce. But I'm not going to say he should be fired because right now, I think Peterson and Hurts are a very good fit. Hurts is a very good fit for the Peterson's offense. That's my thought process.
So he's the only one who can save him. That's
don't fire him right now. If Hurts doesn't look as good next year, he's gone.
Well, if Hurts doesn't look good next year, it's not just him gone. The whole franchise is kind of like they just took like 10 steps back because they just got rid of a guy who could be a franchise quarterback, fucked it up by trading him away and keeping a guy who I guess turned out not to be as good as we thought he was.
No, I think that will work to an extent, unless Doug goes.
Jalen Hurts he's got a lot of pressure. Jalen Hurts next year is a big year. The whole franchise is pretty much on his shoulders. That
I think Doug Peterson's play calling has been a struggle for Wentz all the time because Wentz, when he was playing at his MVP form, Wentz was really good on third down. That shouldn't be the norm. You shouldn't be getting to third down as often as they did. And Wentz was literally playing hero ball because the play calling is atrocious there. But again, Hurts is a good player. I like Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts. I genuinely do. And I think he could run that offense very well and unlock things.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep him just because the injury. You can use a little bit of excuse with the injuries as well because they've had horrible injury luck as well. Like they just had all the receivers pretty much injured. Their offensive line has been in and out of playing and all that. So yeah, I think he's going to stay for one more year. But yeah, next year is a big year for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that really just determines will they be a playoff team, playoff hopeful team, or they're a team that's just going to start rebuilding from scratch, which would really suck for the fans.
Real quick, because we're on this topic, I'd like to drop a hot take. Eric Bieniemy should be fifth or sixth at best on the head coaching hires list.
Because you don't like Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinators.
Nope.
Doug Peterson,
Matt
Nagy.
Basically, yes. That has
Eric
something to do with
Bieniemy.
it. Andy Reid is an amazing offensive coordinator. Andy Reid is a great coach. Andy Reid has coached that team very well. He still calls plays, and these other guys have not succeeded anywhere else. Bieniemy doesn't call plays, and
he does. No, they both do. I mean, they've said that they both do. It's not like it's not just.
Andy Reid does in reality.
Well, no, Andy Reid has his. I mean, I think you're right with he's got his fingers probably on all the plays and stuff like that. But I have a feeling that Eric Bieniemy still has the headset. He's still talking to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and all that. I think Bieniemy might be better than both Nagy and Peterson, but I don't trust.
Since the meter got to drop in a hot take, after dropping a hot take turned cold take, turned everyone's take almost. Carson Wentz is not a top 15 quarterback. Throwing that out there.
Oh,
I still think he is. I think he has the capability.
Oh man, is Jimmy G a top 15?
I'd say Jimmy's between 17 to 12.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say 17 to 20.
His,
17 to
his
20, I could
ceiling
agree
is
with
like
you.
10. I'd say Jimmy's ceiling is like 10 to 8, but I don't think he'll hit it quite yet.
Yeah, that's it's 17 to
But
20. I think is what you were trying to get to. 17 to 20.
I'd say 12 to 17.
I was on the hate train before all of you guys on Twitter were. So hey, all you Carson Wentz haters,
And,
go back to liking
just
him,
to be
right?
fair, because I got the Drew Lock shit, and Lemir's got that Cam Newton. Let's bring that back.
Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was
just it's just for fairness, just to be fair,
for fairness.
Like,
no, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. No, 100%. I agree.
Okay.
All right.
Our second to last segment, we're gonna finish it off. This is gonna come out on Saturday. It's already the 2nd, I believe, right? It's a little bit past New Year's, but for us, we're recording before New Year's. We're gonna do a little bit of resolutions. Everyone talks about, I'm gonna be in shape. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get on a diet, or other things that I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know, take care of myself better. Whatever.
I was repeating what I said this morning.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you got a lot of resolutions. You want? I mean, Lemire, you want to give us some resolutions? What give us a little wisdom to people? What's some?
I'm gonna work on the Muffed website, so check it
like
out.
I like that. Muffsports.com. Check it out. I like that a lot. Yeah. So let's get in some New Year's resolutions for teams. We're gonna kind of take. We already role played a little bit. That seems a little sexual. Role played and into roles of GM and stuff like that. But we're gonna role play again in GMs, and we're gonna talk about resolutions, New Year's resolutions for NFL teams. Aaron will start off. He'll be going with the San Francisco 49ers. Aaron, you are John Lynch. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think Niners' resolution is to draft a D-line in the first round again. No, I'm just kidding. That's not
D-tackle.
Oh, I was gonna be way down for that, to be honest.
D-tackle.
Oh, really? I know the meter's down for that.
900, Aaron, we need a 350-pound D-tackle, 350-pound D-tackle, no mobility whatsoever, just bull rush.
Yeah, thanks. This is tough because I feel like it's just relax, heal up. But I think that's why. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But I think a main thing is Jimmy, I love you, and I was attacking Boaz for saying we should move on earlier in the year. But I think honestly, you at your best.
Well, the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you at your best, Jimmy. You're serviceable, and you were able to get the 49ers to the Super Bowl, 13-3 record.
Your Belichick's problem now.
Okay. But I feel like if Kyle Shanahan could mold a quarterback from as soon as he comes out of the draft, that's a whole different story. So I think, So I think take a quarterback. But am I convinced that they're going to pull the trigger yet? Because as much as people don't admit it, I feel like the Niners still have the talent to go back to the Super Bowl. I think we do. I think they need to just work on flourishing the offense. And I mean, this isn't even possible. It's just stay healthy. I don't think can't really be a resolution. But I'd say maybe get Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, someone around that. Trey Lance. I don't know. It's someone. Because I feel like if Kyle Shanahan can mold someone around his offense, get someone maybe a little mobile, that opens up so much more for that 49ers offense. Especially, this might be you and guys might disagree, especially because the Niners, don't have the best group of wide receivers currently available. They have Kittle, but Brandon Ayuk is looking great. But other than that, it's kind of iffy. As much as I love Kendrick Bourne, but I feel like he's a number. I don't think he's a number 2. But
he's probably leading.
I feel like maybe beef up. There's also some big free agency decisions. So keep the players. I'd say let Richard Sherman go. As much as I hate to say that, I'd say let Richard Sherman go. To make some good decisions in free agency. Draft the quarterback, and beef up the offense, and let Kyle Shanahan go to work. But I do think the downside, if they draft the rookie quarterback, I don't think the Niners are going to be a Super Bowl contender next year. But I feel like they'd have to.
I was going to say RG3. They made the playoffs with him in his rookie year. So
Yeah, what happened? I said Super Bowl contender. I didn't say.
That's true. Okay.
I said Super Bowl contender. So yeah, but that's a downside. I say if Jimmy G comes back and Jimmy G plays like he did in 2019, I'd say we possibly can make the Super Bowl. But I think if they go rookie, I don't think it's going to be as pretty as people expect it to be. But with that being said, that's
just this year for 2021. All right, yeah.
For 2021, yeah.
No, I like that. I think you covered everything. I think maybe offensive line as well. Like look into maybe free agency and then offensive interior offensive line. But yeah, I think that's
speed rusher would be cool.
Yeah, and edge rush.
Yeah, I'm down. Greg Rousseau with the 15th pick. I'm totally on board.
No. We trade up to the number 2 pick and we get Zach Wilson or Justin Fields or Trey Lance. That's it.
Trey Lance is probably my favorite out of the 3. If realistically,
he's my favorite. He's my favorite. He's my favorite realistic quarterback, but out of
I like Zach Wilson better. Okay. Hear me
all
out
of a
here.
sudden now.
Jimmy. Okay. One thing that I was thinking about this a lot today. I don't know why, but one thing that goes unnoticed with
Jimmy sexual. You're Jimmy sexual. Say it.
Yes, I am. 100%. No turning back on it.
Oh.
But one thing that goes unnoticed is that Jimmy, his deep ball is not great. I agree. But Jimmy, I think he would have taken a step forward this year if it were not for his week 2 injury. Jimmy's historically been bad on week 1, so I blame him, but not really. So Jimmy, I think week 2's injury really killed his growth and development this year as a quarterback, and we might see that next year when he's healthy. So just a thing.
He's got no. I told you this before. The injury is not it. The Dolphins game, he's mentally fucked.
Nah, he wasn't driving on his foot. Tell
me, here's what happened. They took his brain and he got fucked. He got mentally fucked. He's been mentally fucked. You just see him literally play like the Dolphins game. You see him throw a pick and he just puts his head down and goes to the bench. He just sits down and mopes a little bit. He drags over to the fucking field, throws another pick, mopes back down to the bench. Like he's not Jimmy. I think it's honestly better for everybody if he goes to a different team because he gets a new change of scenery. If he goes back to New England, good for him there. Chicago,
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I think it's better for both teams that I think he goes as well. So yeah, I will be going with the New England Patriots. That's an interesting one. We just talked about this. They got to figure out a quarterback. That's the big one. Cam Newton. It was a fun experiment. He can't throw the ball. It just becomes super predictable. You can't throw the ball. I'm not even sure if Bill Belichick stays. Like, I could totally see. Like, did you see how pissed off he was? He was fucking flinging that phone. I could totally see Bill Belichick being like, "I'm done. I'm just retiring. No reason for me to fucking do this one more year. Like, this is over." But so if that's the case, then you got to make a decision with the head coach. Probably Josh McDaniels would be the head coach. But you got to make that decision. I saw some rumors that maybe Adam Gase, if he gets fired, that the Patriots would want to take him as a quarterback coach or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. That's
quarterback coach.
Yeah, not offensive quarterback.
Quarterback
coach
for a second.
No, well, I mean, Josh McDaniels still there. So, but if Bill leaves, maybe offensive coordinator, I don't know. But yeah, for the Patriots, I think the big one is quarterback. I think if Jimmy is the guy that you want to go for Jimmy. If you want to maybe find a free agent, I think you can find some free agents. Maybe the Patriots have liked finding guys who are low and then kind of trying to turn their careers around. Jameis Winston could be a guy maybe that they could look into. I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a stretch, but yeah, someone like that. Or you go into the draft and obviously you look for a quarterback like that. Then I would say their defense is amazing. They have a very good defense. I would work on the defensive line a little bit just to get a little bit more pressure. That could be done in free agency. I mean, the Patriots are amazing in that. They will find guys who are really good value. They'll either trade for them, sign them free agency. Not worried about that whatsoever. And I think you definitely need some receivers because I mean, N'Keal Harry, it's been 2 years. The experiment's starting to seem like maybe it's not working. They have nobody really else. Devin Asiasi, the tight end. I mean, what's the receiver they have? What's his name that I'm blanking on right now? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. What's the receiver's name that they have that's literally the only receiver they have that can actually catch the ball on that team? Not Slater.
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, he's like the only one who can actually do anything in that offense. They have decent running backs, dude. Damian Harris has proved to be all right. James White, when he comes back.
All right, dude. A beast.
They have talent there. Offensive line is also good. They have a very good offensive line. So really just invest in the receivers, find your quarterback, either a veteran or a rookie. Jimmy could be an option. I'm saying, yeah, a veteran or a rookie. And then use a little bit in the D-line, and I think you're set. I think you can make the playoffs again. I don't know if they're going to beat the Bills just yet, but I think it's going to be competitive between the Dolphins and them. But the Dolphins also do have a lot of talent. They have a lot of picks as well. But yeah, Bills, that's my game plan for the Patriots. My plan for the New England Pats.
Like that. Lemire, I just want to say, actually, why am I saying that to you? You're not a Bills fan. Anyway, Bills fans, I'm very happy for you guys. It felt great to see you guys shit on the Patriots last night.
I'm an honorary.
Let's go Bills.
Fan. You're not a Bills fan. Come on, don't you?
Hey, come on. Okay, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bills have been my team for a while. Second team. I've been saying
Bills fan. No, but being a Bills fan is like that's like a religion. Being a Bills fan is a religion. You have to be indoctrinated into it. You cannot just get into it. Like,
I guess. Bills are my second favorite team.
Hey, if we're doing that, if we're having a dick swing contest about how long we like the Bills, hey, when I was in 4th grade, what I wrote down on my Christmas list later? I wrote down Bills hoodie, and guess what? I got that fucking Bills hoodie.
Oh,
and it's too small now, and it's too small now, and I don't know where it is, but I had a Bills hoodie. I have pictures of myself, if you want to check the document. So I was back there repping it back when Fitzpatrick was still there. Okay, don't come at me.
That's belief. DJ Manuel, the GOAT. Dude, EJ Manuel still believe.
Raiders
I still
legend.
believe in Raiders legend. I still believe in EJ Manuel, man. EJ Manuel's gonna come back. Josh Allen, watch out for your job. EJ Manuel's coming for it. Yeah, let me. You got to get some ketchup on your face. You got to slam through at least one table. You got to be in the cold, like wearing nothing. You got to fuck in the parking lot of the Bills game because it gets too boring and they're getting blown out. Yeah, there's just so many different things that you haven't done to like.
No,
I mean,
now they're blowing out other teams though.
Yeah, so
it's like a celebration.
You blowing them out so much, yeah. You go to the parking lot to go fuck, and it's celebrate. And it's like freezing cold, and you're gonna go fuck for celebration.
Right.
You haven't. Yeah, I think there's just. I mean, it's just a disservice to Bills fans to say that you're a Bills fan. Go ahead, Lemeter. You're gonna finish us off with which team?
Shout out Lemeter for like no reason.
Well, no. I mean he shot on the Bills a little bit. You can't. Bills fans it's a cult. It's a cult sounds bad. It's a religion. It's a religion to be a Bills fan.
No, it's a cult. It's definitely a cult.
It's probably a cult. It's probably a cult. I heard they might be in the stadium. I heard some shit that they're trying to get they're convincing what's named De Blasio, I think, to allow New York whatever to allow fans back in the stands or something, or like some of the fans back in the stands. So yeah, maybe for the playoffs, could be.
That'll be sick.
I would say this. I think Bills fans need priority for the vaccine. I'm just gonna say this. It's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Bills fans need priority to the vaccine. Yeah, throwing it out there. I mean, like my grandma, Bills fans. I just gotta, I mean, my grandma's seen Super Bowls. Bills fans has not. You just gotta think about that. Lemeter, Jets.
Draft Zach Wilson #2. I think Sam Darnold is all right. Trade Sam Darnold, get his ass out of here. But acquire picks. Your receivers aren't as bad as people say they are. Crowder's all right. Get a receiver in free agency. I'm sure there's someone cool out there that's gonna be a free agent.
Juju.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna dance too much.
I want Juju to go to Washington. I think that's a hot take. Right? I think that he could be kind of cool. Him and Terry could be kind of cool.
Yeah. No, Juju can definitely be a good fit there. Who else? Allen Robinson.
Could be.
Think about it. But I don't think Allen Robinson wants to go to another bottom feeder, to be honest. Will Fuller. There's options. They've got options. Get a receiver. Draft Zach Wilson. I know an offensive tackle might be very enticing, but don't draft an offensive lineman.
Trade down scenario?
No. Draft Zach Wilson. He's a clear-cut #2.
You got 2 first rounders. What are you going to do with the second first rounder?
Oh, really?
I believe they have 2, yeah. The Jet for the Seahawks, they got him for trading Jamal Adams.
Oh, damn. That's sick.
2 first rounders. That's going to be like in the 20th. It's in the 20th.
Take an edge rusher.
Okay.
No, actually, don't take an edge rusher.
You can take a receiver. Corner. I think that's a spot
corner,
for a receiver.
If you don't take a receiver in free agency, I think they should. Oh, actually, this draft class is very stacked.
Daz Newsome. There's guys who you can get later even, but this is a good one. I mean, Jamar.
No, Chase, go receiver second round.
Bateman
and take a corner like Certain, Farley, or J.C. Horn. One of those three. Good.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I think we did all good ones, and yeah. You guys want to do? Amir did his inspirational New Year's whatever resolution. I'll do mine. Check out our social media. Instagram, Twitter. That's it. Also, TikTok coming soon. If Chris fucking does something. TikTok coming soon. But no. This is definitely staying in, Chris. This part's just for you. What the fuck, man?
I don't think he's watching.
All right, this part. Let me forward this to me. Tag Chris in this.
Oh yeah, he asked me to send him a couple clips from the podcast.
Yeah, this is a clip right here. What the fuck, Chris? Where's our TikTok, bro? All our TikTok probably will be the Muffed. I'm just gonna probably say it probably will be the Muffed.
It is the Muffed. We already have an account. I put some. All right.
Then follow it. Yeah, then follow it. Follow the Muffed. Twitter and Instagram. Follow the Muffed as well. Aaron, go ahead. What's your resolution?
No. I was gonna say something stupid. Just keep moving.
No, we want to hear the stupid thing now, Aaron.
Aaron, what's your resolution?
No. It's not stupid. Funny. I was just like, I was like, I'm not gonna follow our TikTok. But like, why would I say that?
Whoa!
This is literally we had Lemeter saying he doesn't watch our videos. Aaron saying I might have to be looking into some new people too. You guys might be a little bit more free on Tuesday nights from now.
Aaron, I guess we're on the hot seat now.
I guess we're on the hot seat. All right, guys. Fire or not fire?
Fire
or not fire?
Hot seat. We'll have to see next year. We got to see next year. 2021 is a big year for Aaron and Lemeter too. See if they can.
Yo, we should have a Muff Podcast free agency, a Muff Podcast draft.
That'd be sick.
Draft into the Muff Podcast, Chris Hoffman.
Hey. And then third overall.
And then we can
And then
find out we
you
can add a
cut
fourth
to me, and
person.
I'll be Mel Kiper to cut to me like, oh, that was an overrated pick. I would honestly do it. You couldn't get him in the second round, honestly. What
Okay,
are they
four
doing?
people,
Are they
if it
trying to
doesn't
get in the first? Are they trying to get the first pick again? What are they fucking doing?
No, yeah, we
can
can get 4 people. If it doesn't work, you can cut one of us. Cut one of us.
I like that. We just have,
You're like, all right,
we
bye,
have a
Aaron.
practice
Bye,
squad,
Aaron.
Muffed
Fuck
Podcast
off.
practice squad, where you just make videos.
Ooh,
on
I
the
could be on a
side.
practice squad.
We do practice.
Yeah.
Technically, Rohan's a practice squad member that gets
He
elevated.
is.
occasionally.
Yeah, he gets elevated every now and then. Every now and then we've elevated him. That's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's our episode. Everyone enjoy your new year. Happy.
No,
2021.
Aaron's resolution.
Oh, Aaron's.
Wait, Drew Lock
Yes,
pick?
Aaron, what's your resolution?
Oh,
We're gonna stay
my
here all day.
resolution is our
You gotta
Drew
tell
Lock
us.
picks. My resolution is our Drew Lock picks.
Or Drew Lock. I forget that. We've kind of forgot that the last couple of times. Yeah. Let's do a Drew Lock debate. Let me put us on the clock.
Yes.
Aaron.
Oh shit! I accidentally.
Why don't you start?
Am I going first?
Yes.
I just
Go
want to
ahead.
preface this by saying, no matter what I say, Lemeter's not going to side with me. So I already know Lemeter's not going to side with me on this one.
It's
All right, let me
it's
just
the-
choose this: Chiefs,
All right.
Saints. Oh, Seahawks. Yes.
All right,
Seahawks
my
are
Drew
probably
Lock.
favored. All right, wait. I'm starting.
give
Your
me time.
time
Yes,
starts
favorite.
now.
Okay. My Drew Lock pick is the Bears over the Packers, and obviously, if you've watched this episode, I mean, you see Lemeter shitting on Matt Nagy, you see him loving Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's not going to side with me. I already know that. And let me tell you why. My reasoning here: Packers, they're in the playoffs. Do they have the 1 seed? No, they're probably going to play Aaron Rodgers, trying to get that bye week. But the Bears, if they win, they can make the playoffs. They're going to be inspired.
Bears.
Trubisky's balling recently. He's throwing down. Allen Robinson's there. He's amazing. Khalil Mack out there making sacks.
David
Also,
Montgomery looking like a
just-
Walter Payton clone out there. Dude.
Oh, yeah, top 10 running back. Lemeter's been on him since day one. David Montgomery. Look at that. I'm trying to bring him in. Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Yeah. So and also for boys, just to solidify, try and get you on my side. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers, cracker. Aaron Frogers. Green Bay Crackers. So
Oh.
that's all I'm gonna say. Hey, bro, Trubisky, David Montgomery, good. What's the guy?
Robert Massey.
Laser guy.
Bill Laser. Robert
Laser
Massey.
guy,
Robert
laser
Massey,
guy calling
offensive tackle.
plays. Good,
Time
great guy.
stops in 1 second. 1 second.
The Bears.
All right, I'd actually the Chicago Bears were actually my pick as well. So I'd like to dedicate my minute to Aaron to talk more. I'd like to donate my minute to Aaron to talk a little bit more about it. Aaron, you were saying Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron
Super Bowl ring,
Rodgers.
yeah. Super Bowl ring has an asterisk to it. Mike McCarthy made him. Jordan Love is going to push him out any moment now. Aaron Jones is the best Aaron on the team. Devontae Adams.
All right, Buzz,
is
your
really
time's up now.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, yeah, I'll be taking
All right,
Chicago Bears
Buzz.
as well.
Buzz, since I didn't say my pick because I wanted to be secret about it, we can share this one. If we get it right, we'll both end with
Let's
seven
share. Yeah,
picks. I think that's fair.
we've done share Drew Lock.
Yeah, we've done shared
Drew Locks.
before. We've done before. Hey, we
And
can
Aaron's
just-
doing the
we'll-
shared
we'll
Drew Locks.
text you.
And if the Seahawks beat the Niners, the Bears beat the Packers. Packers no longer have the first seed. Saints have the first seed. So who dat? I'm good with that as well.
Saints still
Who
have to
dat?
win for that to happen.
They do it when they're gonna win. Who dat?
All right. Anyways,
Who dat?
All right, leader, so
Packers
you hopping
on.
on?
Aaron, you had me until you said Frogers. Ah,
Wait. What was wrong with that? What? That was so
he was
accurate. That
talking
like-
good about
that's my favorite part.
Trubisky. He was talking good about Montgomery, and I was like, and then he said Frogers, and I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, but think
that was
about it.
that was my favorite part, personally speaking. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah, pass. Nope, not against
I don't
MVP.
know him though. Honestly, having him consider it, that was honestly that's pretty good.
That's a dub. That's a dub in my book. Yeah, I would say that's a dub. All right, Lemeter. I guess you're on the clock because I've already been on the clock, Lemeter.
All right, my time starts now. Okay, I was actually gonna go with the Giants over the Cowboys, but then I thought of something. Great idea. This is very, 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 very sizzling hot take. The Texans beat the Titans and knocked them out of the playoffs.
You're a Titans hater, huh?
No. I
Titans
actually
hater.
do like the Titans now. I've
No,
grown on
you
Tannehill.
don't. You
Tannehill's an
lying.
elite quarterback.
Wait,
They have good receivers. Derrick Henry is Tractorcito. But after what I heard from
MVP.
J.J. Watt last week, he's like, if you want to play for this team, you better show up, do your thing. We're playing for the fans.
Great rant.
He was on it, and Deshaun Watson's been saying that for a while too. So I think those two go off and off and off.
And then Darren Fells drops every single pass Deshaun Watson throws to him. And
No.
by 30.
I now I'm starting to realize how stupid this is. But Texans beat the. Hold up, 3, 2, 1. Titans. Time up.
I like that countdown.
Yeah, no, the
Buzz, you
Texans.
wanna
They
go
just
first?
lost to they just lost to the Bengals, man. Like I don't think it gets worse than losing to the Bengals right now.
Hey, you
'Cause
know
the
who
Jets
else
are
lost to the
the Jets are
Bengals?
the hottest team.
You know
The
who
Jets are
else
the
lost
hottest
to the
team. Who
Bengals?
else lost to the Bengals?
The Titans.
Oh,
Wait,
fun
did
fact,
they?
fun fact,
Who's for Steelers then?
guys,
Yes.
the fucking Jets have more wins. Can't believe I didn't bring this up. The Jets have more wins against team with a winning record than the Packers do. I'm just.
I saw that too. Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, more teams with over 500 than the Packers. Yeah. Actually, wait, no, I think they have two. Wait, no, I think they're tied now because the Packers just beat the Titans. So I think it's 2-2.
That was true last time. Well, I think the Bengals did the Bengals. I have all their wins against winning teams, so throwing that out there. So the Bengals have more wins against winning teams.
Bears. Let's just and one time. Let's do that. Let's do that together. All right, 3, 2. Let me. If you'd like to join, and you can join as well. 3, 2, 1. The Bears.
Who dey?
No.
All right, anyways.
Who dat?
What were we talking about?
No. I'm sorry. I like the Titans. The Titans lose, the Colts get in, and I've been really liking the Colts because my guy Defoe. I think the Colts can still get in as long as the Bills win. So I'm still pretty confident with that. Titans are gonna win this one.
All right, Lemeter. I was with you, man. You had me fired up. But then Boaz reminded me that Brandon Allen threw for like 370 yards against the Texans, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I can't take them just based on their last week's performance. But I wouldn't honestly. Lemeter. I'm telling you right now, I'm not against this pick. Honestly, I can see it happening. I really could. But I could also see the Titans just blowing the shit out of the Texans. But
it's week 17. Anything?
I want to go with you. I want to go with you. I really do. I want to go with you. But the Titans have something to play for. The Texans, I mean, they just have JJ Watt's feelings to play for. But I'm gonna take the Titans.
Bro, the Texans, JJ Watt in the most elegant way just said, "Fucking trade me." In the most elegant way he can.
No, he didn't. He said, "Let's play for our team."
He's like, "You guys are fucking bums. You guys don't fucking lift weights. Let's get the fuck trade me the fuck out of here. I want to go to Pittsburgh to play with my brother." That's pretty much what he said.
The Texans and the Rockets need to do good because for the city of Houston because the Astros just let them down by cheating.
I think they're gonna do good, and James Harden and JJ Watt will be traded away. So a little rough for the city of Houston, but yeah. That's all of our picks. Lemeter is going with he's going with the Bengals. It's an interesting one. Or he's going with the Texans the Texans beat the Titans. I don't know why I'm thinking about the Bengals. We've been talking about the Bengals more than the Texans actually themselves. We're just going with the Texans. Aaron and I will be going with the Bears as George Kittle and Jimmy Garoppolo would as well. And with that being said, it's our episode. Happy New Year's, guys. Happy holidays to anyone else. I think Kawhi said maybe it was a few days ago. I don't know. Happy New Year's. See you guys later in the new year, 2021 Muffed Podcast. Peace.